location. Don't worry about my occupation, cause boy say I need no application. I just want to party, so please don't kill my brother. Please don't kill my brother. I just want to party, so please don't kill my brother. Please don't kill my brother. As long as you're living, you must go through many things. There's nothing impossible. If you believe, surely you to work out for you. Always stick to the plan. Never stop fighting until you reach your destined place. Try to be yourself always. To be frank, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out here with my day ones. Diving into different locations. Don't worry about my occupation, cause boy say I need no application. I just want to party, so please don't kill my brother. Please don't kill my brother. I just want to party.
Thanks. For tuning in, everyone, to Game 3 of an exciting playoff series here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We look at Minnesota.
In a winner-take-all scenario, you love to be playing in front of your fans. The city is juiced right now. You walk around the streets, this game is all anyone can talk about. With that, though, comes the pressure to succeed.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. Taking a look at Minnesota. Pass to Malone. Puts it up. In close, he hits it.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Marion with the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The ball's knocked loose. With the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Sikma. White for three. And Charlotte another three.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Now here's Dort. Outside Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Sikma. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Up top, White. Shakes him. And a strong finish with two hands.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Down low. Here's Malone. And he dunks it down.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And there's the screen. Pass to Duncan. Wide open look. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Duncan's gotten his second bucket.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Takes the three. The rebound by Malone. Timberwolves trail by 4. Dort outside. Outside Reeves. Here's Malone. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Yeah, and you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Crossed up the D perfectly. White's got 7 points in the game.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Dumars.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Malone. He's got 10. Pass to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Malone. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Charlotte leading by 5. .29 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Dumars. There's a screen by Turner. Floats one up, and he takes it up and lays it in. Dumars has got his second basket of the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Inside. Here's Hibbert. The rebound by Turner. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Charlotte closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's Petrovic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Drives to the hoop. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Dumars. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Hornets leading by 7. Here's Petrovic. Hits the three-pointer.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Castle. Hibbert can't hit. Here's Dumars. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And there's a pick. Here's Dumars. Pass to Petrovic. Second chance shot. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Hibbert. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Duncan. Soft touch off the glass. Duncan's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And that one's good. Dumars.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Pass to Duncan. And here's Dort. To the paint. The shot. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Dumars. 9 points in the game. Pass to Petrovic. Shot clock at 6. Thompson in the post. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Here he goes. Dumars. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. Here's Hill. There's a minute 54 left to play in the half.
Their perimeter shooting has cooled a little bit here in the second quarter.
That shot is off. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And Dort just wanting that basket more than anyone else. Give him credit for out-hustling everyone.
Now here's White. He has 7. Pass to Marion. Driving to the basket.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Pass to Malone. Six on the shot clock. And there's a 3-second violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Pass to Marion. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. The kick out to White. Inside, White gets it to go.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Now Reeves gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Here's Duncan. The jump hook. And another basket for Minnesota. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Hornets leading by 10. Here's Dumars. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Dumars has got 13. Outside Reeves. Off target at the rim. Here's Charlotte. Here's Hill. It's good. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Hill with the steal. Launches it. Drills it from deep. 7 points in the game.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Marion. There's the triple. And the Hornets, another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Dort with it. Back to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock to end the run. Minnesota again missing.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Hill. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
That one goes. Count it. Here's Charlotte now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Dumars. 13 points in the game.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Back to Reeves. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Hill.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
And he slams it in one-handed.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Duncan. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
There's a screen. To the inside. There's the double with Thompson. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Substitution on court.
Here's Petrovic. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Right side Johnson. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And Minnesota with some changes.
Substitution on court.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And now we've got an intentional foul. Young from long range.
And since halftime, they've really turned up defensively. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Turner in the high post. Up and in on the layup.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Here's Castle. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Pass to Petrovic. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Hibbert. .121 left in the third quarter. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Pass to Petrovic. The rebound by Murray. And Minnesota with possession here. Young with it. Here's Ingram. Basket's good.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
Charlotte leading by 20. White with it. 11 points in the game. Into the lane. Oh, a nice one-handed slam.
right there. All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And he banks in the layup. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
And White has got the ball here for the Hornets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to Petrovic.
Come to me.
Outside White. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Hornets running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return. And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Timberwolves trail by 20. Outside Ingram. Misses from close range. Pass to White. For three. White missing again.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Ingram on the wing. And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
Yep, that one goes.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Charlotte leading by 18. Outside Johnson. And the bucket is good.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
Pass to Hibbert. The kick out to Young. On target from range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And he lays it up and in. And the Hornets lead by 19.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And here's White. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Driving in. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Young misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Minnesota foul. Castle. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on court.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Hill. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hill's got 11 points here in the second half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Dumars. Over Ingram. Dumars misses.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Well, Ingram has great scoring instincts. He knows how to find shots and capitalize on them.
Hornets leading by 19. Pass to Marion. And Reeves pulls it down. And so it's Minnesota with it.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Malone. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
On the take.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Here's Reeves. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
And that one's good. Dumars.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Charlotte leading by 19. Here's Hill. And there's the drive. And that one drops for him. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense play.
He buries it from 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Dumars. Pass to Malone.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Hornets.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Derek White.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
It's been all Hornets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Charlotte, no good that time either. And here's Reeves outside. The long distance 3 is buried. They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look. Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Marion. That one drops for him. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 17. Here's Dumars. Offline. And with that win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals.